The courage of his second wife, who was about to become the accused's next victim in the story, revealed his true nature to the police. How did the clever accused carry out this sensational murder? Who was involved? What was his motive? And how did he manage to evade the police for so long? Let's find out the answers to all these questions in detail, one by one. Hello friends, and I warmly welcome you to a new episode of our channel. First of all, thank you for your love and support. I am glad you enjoy my videos. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do so and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. Now, let's start today's story. It is said that no matter how cunning a criminal may be, one day they will surely end up in the hands of the law. However, whenever a criminal commits a heinous crime like murder, they certainly believe that no one saw them commit it, and hence, they will get away scot-free. The story begins with a complaint of assault. On the afternoon of March 14th, 2022, a woman named Anamika arrived at the Jhansi Road police station in Gwalior in a distressed state. She was extremely frightened. When she asked the guard with the rifle at the station gate about the station in charge, the guard pointed towards his office and told her that the officer was inside, and she could go in. Anamika walked swiftly to the in-charge's office. At that moment, the station in charge was discussing an important issue with his subordinates. Seeing an unfamiliar woman enter his office, he asked her what the matter was. The distressed Anamika replied, "Sir, I have important information with documents and photos regarding my husband Rajendra Yadav's crime, and I want to file a report against him as well." The station in charge gestured for her to sit down and asked her to calmly tell him everything that had happened. But for some reason, words wouldn't come out of her mouth, and her tongue felt dry. Noticing her condition, the in-charge had some water brought for her. After drinking the water, she introduced herself. "Sir, my name is Anamika." Reassuring her, the officer said, "Tell me everything in detail about what happened to you. I assure you the police will provide all possible help." Encouraged by his assurance, Anamika began explaining. Anamika told him that her father is a well-known transporter in Gwalior and that they had arranged her marriage to Rajesh with great ceremony. But what happened after the marriage was a different story. Time passed, and a few days after the wedding, her husband started harassing her. His behavior changed significantly. He began arguing with her over every little thing and even started physically assaulting her. Anamika was deeply troubled by her husband's changed behavior and couldn't understand what to do. Whenever she complained about his behavior, he would come up with some excuse. Soon after, Rajesh started beating her and even told her to leave the house. He stopped giving her money for household expenses. When Rajesh's abuses became intolerable, Anamika finally told her father everything. Rajesh created such a situation that Anamika, overwhelmed, left him 6 months ago after learning the truth about her husband. 6 months earlier, by chance, some documents came into her possession, revealing that her husband's real name was not Rajesh Mehra but Rajendra Kamariya, and that Rajesh Mehra was just an alias. He was a fugitive involved in fraud and murder cases. Since then, Anamika had been living with her father in Chetakpuri. Rajesh Mehra, aka Rajendra Kamariya, started calling her, asking her to return. When she refused, Rajendra began threatening her with death over the phone. On March 12th, 2022, things took a drastic turn. Anamika, having just left her father's house, ran into Rajendra and his associates, Pramod and Raja, on the road. They forcibly pushed her into their car and took her to a secluded spot, where Rajendra severely assaulted her, even injuring her eye. Anamika said that her husband intended to kill her that day, but she somehow managed to escape from his clutches and run away. Anamika went straight to Jhansi Road police station in Gwalior and shared her husband's true nature with the police, along with providing several important documents. As the investigation progressed, the police uncovered new information. When the police checked their records, they found that Rajendra was wanted in the same station for a case of assault. When they contacted the Bill police for further assistance in apprehending Rajendra, it was revealed that he had also been absconding since 2014 in cases of a Rupee 3.6 million fraud and assault. A police team was formed to arrest Rajendra Yadav, including Crime Branch Inspector Damodar Gupta, Station Officer Ramesh Shakia, Crime Branch C. Rajiv Solanki, and Head Constable Rambabu Singh. Following a tip from an informant, The police detained him at his farmhouse in Bill area on March 16, 2022. During questioning, Rajendra revealed details about a shocking crime, which left the police astonished. The man's real name was Rajendra Yadav, and his confession left the police puzzled. He admitted to 4 murders that the Gwalior police had been unaware of until that point. Further questioning of Rajesh Mehra, alias Rajendra Mehra, alias Rajendra Yadav, alias Rajendra Kamaria, revealed that he was only educated up to the 12th grade and had a friend named Manoj Jailot who lived with his family in Gwalior's Balaban area. Rajendra, who lived nearby, developed a close friendship with Manoj and eventually enticed Manoj's wife, Jita, who was 10 years older than him, into a relationship. They began an illicit affair, and on December 31, 2011, Rajendra, with Jita's help, mixed a sedative in Manoj's beer, strangled him to death, and disposed of his body in the Betwa River near Jhansi. Following Manoj's death, his family reported him missing at the local police station. Rajendra and Jita later married and moved to Moranipura, where Jita owned a house. About 2 years later, in 2013, Rajendra, having lost interest in Jita, plotted to take over her house and, in a well-planned manner, killed her along with her son Nikki and nephew Suraj by stabbing them. Rajendra's brother Kalu and his brother-in-law Rahul assisted him in this crime. Following the triple murder, Rajendra fled Moranipura, spreading shock throughout the area. The police eventually tracked down and arrested Kalu and Rahul, but Rajendra, using different names and disguises, managed to evade capture. The police even announced a reward for his capture. Pretending to be single, Rajesh, alias Rajendra, lured Anamika in 2014. Anamika later told the police that she met Rajesh during a train journey in 2014, and he helped her secure a job in Delhi. Their friendship deepened into love, and they eventually married with mutual consent. At the time of marriage, Rajesh had presented himself as unmarried, but he had lied to Anamika on multiple counts. The biggest lie was introducing his landlord, Kuldeep Mehra, as his father, and even his name, Rajesh Mehra, was fabricated. Anamika eventually discovered that Kuldeep Mehra was merely the landlord, and that Rajesh had swindled him out of approximately rupee 5 million worth of land. After their marriage, Rajendra kept Anamika at his sister's house. They have a son together, and for the past 10 years, Rajendra has been changing his name and appearance, sometimes wearing a turban, sometimes shaving clean, sometimes growing a beard, and alternating between identities as Rajendra Yadav and Rajesh Mehra. He is known for his extravagant tastes and a cunning personality. He would befriend women, seize their property strategically, and sell it off. The Gwalior SPM at Shanghai and additional SP Rajesh Dandosha presented Rajendra's detailed crime history in a joint press conference, disclosing several other offenses, including the murder of his close friend Manoj Jailot in 2011, a fraud of rupee 6 million after enticing the wife of a PWD engineer, and multiple warrants issued for him under sections 420, 467, 468, 471, and 120 in June 2013. Despite Anamika's occasional urge to reveal her husband's truth to the police, she lacked the courage until finally, she presented concrete evidence against him at the station. Ultimately, it was in Anamika's best interest to stand against her husband, as she was deeply shaken by his actions. After questioning, Rajendra was presented in court and sent to jail. Thank you for listening to this story until the end. Share your thoughts in the comments, and for more true crime stories, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like and share the story. Thank you.